Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to what was a 27-degree start to the day. It is now 10 after 2, and it's only 34 degrees. Today is Sunday, the 1st of December. We've entered a new month and the last month. How about that? The fog is just now. What are you doing, Danny boy? Little firecracker. 100 miles an hour all the time. That's why he goes in there and sleeps. He goes to sleep so hard, he scares you. You gotta shake. Daddy's shaking me. He's like, what? Never seen a dog sleep so hard. What's funny, when we're at Ryan and Michaela's house on Thanksgiving, they were talking about Cooper. How Cooper just goes out cold. He said he'll be out in the yard hiding somewhere under a shade tree or whatever, and we think he's done run off. He's just out there sacked out of sleep. He sleeps so hard. You think, what's a dog barking out there? Is Annie running around? Sasha, crazy old hooch. Josh. Oh, there is a dog barking out there. Must be a neighbor dog. I hear him barking out there. What are you doing, Danny? Who is that out there? Is that your friend out there? Huh? Oh, yeah, he's standing right there at the fence line. That's Abby. Abby. She's old. Her hearing's getting weak. Danny. Don't take much to get him going. Yeah, Abby, she's getting kind of old. Well, her and Madison, same age. Over 14, that gets Leo going. Come on, you old goat. Man, she was just like Danny forever. And over the probably last year and a half, she started slowing down a whole bunch. You're a good old gal, the mole-eating dog. She ain't got no teeth from all the mold she's eating. Look at her nose is all dirty. You been in there sniffing in the mole holes? You need to get the ones in the yard. Look at that nose. Let's see that nose. Come here. Look here. Yeah, you've been mole digging. You old gal, huh? You still got some fire in you, huh? She sure does move slow nowadays, though. She's a good old gal. Her little natural water bucket runs off the barn, lands in that bucket. That thing is overflowing like all the time. It rains so much around here. But it hasn't been lately, huh? You been out there running around, you and your aunt, huh? Your auntie? How about you, Sasha? You been up to no good? Trying to find... Do I have a smell on me? Trying to find them barn kitties? Hi, Danny boy. You couple of goombas. Leo. You look at me that way, dog. Be looking at me in that tone of voice. What do you think, Sasha? Why do you shy from me like you've ever been struck in your entire life? You skittish old dog. Yeah, I have no idea what the skies are up there. I'm sure it's beautiful and blue once you get above all that fog layer. It's actually supposed to be sunshine and 46 right now. Well, it's foggy and 34. Because we're up on the hill, and that's where the fog hangs out. So I was thinking about putting that ram mount. That's what it was. Not the ram mount, but the, quad lock. But I unlocked it and pointed her straight. And my problem is, I was paying attention as I'm going down the road yesterday, and where my helmet is into relation to going down the road, that phone. Oh, what's up, Mama? What you doing? Oh, it's lunchtime, huh? All right. I'll be in there in a few.
All
All right. Dogs done got smart now. They open up the door. But, the phone, if I get that thing low enough that it's not, you know, interrupting the view ahead, when you turn the bars, especially if you put it in a landscape mode, it's probably going to hit the tank, whatever you call this cover thing around the gas cap. So, oh, and I came out and I clicked this one notch back. It was facing more flat, and under my armpits I could actually see from my view anyway, I could see the center lines as I was going by. And I'm going, yeah, that'll be a headlight for a car or something like that. So this thing ratchets, it click click click, ratchets on this pivot here, and I just went one notch in, so it'll face in at me more. So I'm paying attention to this thing, and even over rough roads and stuff, the suspension's so smooth on this thing. I mean, nothing vibrates. It ain't gonna hurt no phone on this thing. If I go crazy off-roading, I'll probably take the thing off of there anyway. You hit some washboard at speed or something, and everything's gyrating. But this thing's just so smooth, especially when you put it in road mode and you got road suspension mode. This thing just goes like a Cadillac. And then I have that one mode that I softened everything up, including the suspension. Good Lord, this thing goes down the road like a Cadillac. She's like a swaying old sow, boy. She just floats, but it is so comfortable. Just crazy, crazy comfortable. And I got, the throttle response. I just got it so it kind of reminds me of putting a GSA in rain mode. I actually haven't even put this thing in rain mode. I'd probably do the same thing, but anyway, I made my own little map. So I think for now, phone-wise, I'm just going to leave that. I need to come up with something to route power in an easy way. I mean, the cheater way is just put a USB. But the problem is I need a USB-C to Lightning, because my old Mini is still uses the Lightning port on it. I'll sort those things out. I got no trips going anywhere anytime soon. But it's weird. Those 100% gloves are supposed to be digital friendly, and they just were not working. I don't know if the phone got that cold. I don't think I've ever had an issue either hot or cold with iPhone not responding. When they get wet, they'll do weird stuff, but Quad Lock has those what do they call them, a canopy or something they call it, this little clear thing that goes over it, and it can get wet, and you'll still have touch functions of your phone. I remember when I was looking at those things, I go, why would I have some waterproof bladder to go over a waterproof phone? It's not that. It's because when the digitizer just gets funky, it doesn't react. Crazy. Yeah, sure loving this thing. I got nothing for miles on it. I think it's like 600 miles or something I got on it now. She's still a puppy. Never had to use my tools in there in anger yet, which is a very good sign. But I do need to get a couple of oil filters at least. And we were out of because I can save $10 or $11, I think it is, by buying that Motor X in a gallon. Or actually, it's in 4 liters. It's not everything Motor X is like BMW and the other things. Everything's in liters. So it's a 4-liter bottle. And that'll be perfect. And I always save like an empty quart bottle. I'm gonna get the 1540. Is that what it is? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's 1540 or 1550. Whatever. Yeah, it's 1550. And I'll use the Motor X in this thing like I do literally everything else. The only thing that does get Motor X is the Honda generator. I just use that generator oil in there. All the other generators have the Motor X in them too, so I might as well do that with the Honda too. I just ended up with a couple of quarts of it. And I think it's due. I think last time I ran it, my phone was going off saying I've exceeded the hours to do another oil change. I do need to lube that chain on this thing. And it was, it was 5 millimeters above the maximum. So I don't know if it's dirty enough to clean it. It looks good. There's no junk on it. Again, I don't go crazy. When it gets, when you have so much junk on there, you risk damaging the O-rings. That's when I worry. I'm not one of those obsessive chain cleaners. And it's never bit me. I've gone through a lot of motorcycles with a lot of chains. I forget how many thousands of miles on that 93 DR. I mean a ton. Oh, that was the thing. This is what I got from Harbor Freight. These 15-inch bags. Now they actually expand out and get more of a kind of that shape of a profile. But what's cool about these things, Kelly? Yeah. Oh, you just slithered right in. Oh, you're grabbing your turkey, huh?
Yeah, grabbing the turkey. I was waiting for you to quit talking, but it didn't come.
Oh, you just got to come on in.
I know.
But anyway, these are just 15-inch bags. I know they're way too small for these, but I'll show you. The nice thing about them is they're not so big that they're gonna snag. So, even that thing loaded, goes wide at the ends. But these are, what was it, 5? What was it? Oh, the zipper thing. It's like, what are you catching on? But, just for your vital stuff that you want to keep together, then other things, you just flop around them, or have looser things underneath this. Maybe this is the main thing, but she comes right out. So I bought 3 of those. And while I was there, I bought some more zip ties. What all did I get? The guy goes, you want me to just use this as a bag? So I got some Velcro straps. Absolutely priceless, especially on a trip. A bunch of zip ties, and this thing's like I think it was $1 or something on sale. I think retail on it's $1.99. Well, you take these things and have the hooks. You have 2 of them going one way and 2 going the other, and you just take some gaffing. You don't want to use duct tape because it's, if it gets hot, it gets all sticky. Use photographers' gaffing tape and tape the ends of them, because you let these things float around in your tool bag. Needless to say, they're going to poke holes and stuff. Just something cheap. You'd be surprised when you're on a trip how handy a little pick can be. And then just a bunch of their zip ties. I always get the little small ones and the larger ones. Even normal price, they're $1.98 per 100. And the other thing I got, which I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, sitting right underneath the bags here on the DR. I bought 2 more of those drop cloths. These things are super cheap and absolutely a lifesaver, especially when you're working on bull pickles. Tank savers, fender savers. Now what you after, Mama?
Paper towel.
Oh, you get some gunk on you?
Oh, turkey had leakage.
Oh, you see I trimmed
I did.
the bush.
I did. It was getting crazy.
Yeah, there's a bush we
noticed.
walk by down the sidewalk. We can walk past it, but when it's raining, it's dripping wet, and you get soaked every time you walk past it. Now what you dragging out? Oh, you're just cleaning in there, huh?
Yeah.
I got you. Got refrigerators everywhere. There's one on the back patio, one in here, and of course one in the house. We got still. What is that? Another turkey?
No, it's a ham.
Oh.
I need to see. I cook sometimes.
Oh, I love the ham, but I can have just. I'm not ever supposed to have it actually, but I have a little piece. I had a little piece when I was at Ryan's house. That was very good. Yep. Gotta be good on my stuff I'm supposed to have and not supposed to have. Yeah, so that was my Harbor Freight thing. And I had to get the, I guess it's basically a medium-sized one. 40 inches by 72. Perfect. And I mean, they're cheap and work great. Moving blanket. They got some great big ones there too. And you could you could use them things. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of a waste of space to carry it on a trip, but that would work as a blanket in a pinch. Or a sunshade or whatever. I need to lock that thing back up. I don't know why I lock them. They're sitting out here. Look. No bugs. There was a couple of specks. Look, there's one right there. One little gnat. I thought I seen something when I was looking through the windshield coming home. Oh, there's a little specky there and a speck there. Oh, yeah, she got touched by a bug there. Finally. There's no bugs out there. Sure love that motorcycle. Look at the dirt I got all back there. She already needs a bath. I see a lot of people buying a little extension for both the rear fender and this crazy stubbed out front fender. It'd be nice if somebody just made a fender for it, you know. Probably somebody does. It's a bunch of cheap. Oh, there's little bugs right there. I don't know what that's all about. Cheap extensions that you got to drill holes and stuff. I guess you can tape them, but that double-sided tape's never going to stick. You take that fender off, never get that thing clean enough. But you're going to have to find some really good stainless steel screws. I'm sure, like from Amazon, little kits will probably come with some screws that end up rusting and make a mess out of things. Hope you guys enjoyed the very long last two rides. Man, I haven't put videos up that long in a long time. Old Slim. Oh, something was flashing. She's doing some testing. She's in testing mode. Yeah. Very wise purchase in my mind. I will get some serious use out of this. And come grand touring time, I got the perfect motorcycle. I'm telling you, too many years touring with those GSAs, and I realized that a big adventure bike for traveling, there ain't no substitute. The nice thing about this one, it squats down. It squats down lower, well, with that wide seat on my Road King. I've got more foot room, for like backing up and stuff like that. I just couldn't back that Road King up. I just didn't have enough, footage that I had enough pressure to push myself backwards on it. Legs ain't that long. This one, not a problem. And the nice thing, when you push this thing around, I've had a lot of GSAs in this garage. And this thing is, the weight actually, well, compared to GSA, it's a little bit lighter. But it feels so much lighter. And just when you ride it, it feels lighter. It handles its weight really, really good. The only thing that stands out to me that's nicer with the GSA is super low, like less than walking speed. It seems to have, the GSA seem to have a little more manners, and that power right there seemed to be a little better, just that like idle power. And and this one's just the same. If you get in a tight spot, just use the clutch. Don't worry about the throttle. You can't pop the clutch, but just slowly let the clutch off, and it'll climb a wall just like the GSAs will. And it's very useful. Very useful. You got stuff. I did it yesterday when I went and grabbed the mail. My hand was so full I couldn't twist the throttle. So I came all the way down the road. And the nice thing about the Harley is the GSA will go, or the GS and GSA, they'll go to third gear. And if you go to fourth, it no longer picks up the throttle. any higher. And but you know, in third gear, you're going, I think it's like 25, close to 30 in third gear, and it's basically, it just picks up a high idle. But this one will do it in fourth and fifth. I didn't go all the way to, maybe I went to sixth that one day in the parking lot. But I come chuffing down the dirt road in fourth gear yesterday, and I'm booking. It just holds a little bit of a high idle, won't let it stall. But the key is you can't pop the clutch. You pop the clutch, it's going to stall just like any other motorcycle. The BMW will do the exact same thing. But like when I push them big old tall heavy things up on my bench, I don't push them up. They idle, and there's my throttle and clutch all in one thing. I let go of the clutch, it starts picking the idle up. Goes right up my ramp. And I'll take warranty parts from returning and stuff like that, and I'll pack them all in my right hand. I start the bike up, hold everything in my right hand, drop her in gear, and I use the clutch going up that steep hill. And I go up to the top. It's my little carry-all. Bring the bike up and all the spare parts. You put them in warranty bins once you do that. But anyway, good Lord, I've rambled on. My lunch is ready. I need to get in there and eat. The furnace is on, kind of killing the sound anyway. So off we go. Let's go eat some chow. That was a tasty lunch. I knew there was one other thing that's sitting in the other bag. I bought one of the Pittsburgh brake bleeder kits. We were getting those ones from Bike Master, but Bike Master doesn't exist anymore. That was part of Parts Unlimited. Parts Unlimited doesn't exist anymore. And anyway, one of the guys at work bought one of these kits from Harbor Freight, and it looks just like the one from Bike Master, but this has considerably more power. Plus, it comes with a bottle, you know, with the little deal where you can put it in a cup, like for bleeding the car brakes or whatever. But mine, it broke at the handle. When you're taking the lids off of these things, hold on to the top. Don't use the handle because it stresses them and they break. But it's a nice kit. It's I think full boat price on it. It's like $26. And yeah, they work really good. It's good and strong. Well, I mean, where is my Pittsburgh one? I got one here. Or not Pittsburgh, but the, where is that thing? But I've got one of the Bike Master ones here. But you've seen that thing sitting somewhere. It's probably in that disaster somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. It looks the same. And yeah, works really well. $26, full boat retail. So, anyway, I was sitting there eating lunch, and I was thinking, no, I'll put that clamp thing on there. And I'm going, you know, I'm just telling you right now, it's not something I'll probably use. I think I'll just be perfectly fine with that. So, put it on the slim or iron, or just have it set up so I can put it on the slim or iron. I think the bars are the same on those two, I think, yeah. This is the larger, the 32 millimeter, I think it is, for the centerpiece. It's kind of weird when you mount them where it's tapering through there, because that can, well, they can move. I'm perfectly happy with that, the way that worked out. And like I say, I don't think I'm going to put the vibration dampener on it either, because I was paying attention to this thing when I was riding it. Not yesterday, because I didn't even put my phone on there yesterday, but I was riding the day before, and the phone just literally, this thing just floats. And I had it in sport mode most of the time on Saturday or Friday. And yesterday, which was Saturday, I didn't have the phone on there. And but like road mode, it's just, she floats. I mean, these things are so comfortable. I mean, they are the king of the comfort. What I've tried anyway with the big adventure bikes. That's going to be a mile cruncher. And I see absolutely no reason whatsoever to replace that seat. There's some people that just like immediately, I gotta have a seat. They just like, they buy a new bike and they just have to throw gadgets at it. You know, it's like, good Lord. The back in the day, the old Goldwing, good Lord, all the junk they put on those things. Spyders, you see a lot of that. First thing you gotta do is gotta get a seat, gotta get a different windshield. I don't think they even try out any of the stuff on there. I literally see no reason whatsoever to replace that windshield. It's fantastic going down the freeway. The only thing is when it's in the highest point, if it's still high and I start playing around on the side roads, that little kicker in the shield, I just see through that and it kind of bugs me. I just kick it down a notch. It takes like half a second to reach up. But yeah, buddy. Super happy. Super happy. But anyway, the fog, good Lord. And the time I went in there to eat, the fog has dropped like considerably. And yeah, it's nasty. It's getting cold. It's 44 degrees in town, and it's already back to 34 just in a time. Kelly went out to get something, another thing out here. And she comes back in. She goes, the fog is falling. I wasn't even paying attention, so I look out the window in the bedroom and I go, holy moly, it's all dropping and coming back. We never seen the light of day, or the sunshine anyway. But I think I'll lock all this stuff up and grab the mama, freeze her little hiney off, and we'll go out here and do a goodbye right quick, and we'll call it a day. I need to bring this to work because what happened, mine cracked where the handle goes in there. It's basically a blower. It's just a blower that's converted to pop into the bottle. And, you know, I made the mistake myself before because it's easy to grab that handle or just be holding the handle and just turn the bottle underneath your hand. And that causes a stress crack where the handle fits into the mechanism there. It takes them right out. And then it starts, as you're bleeding, it's blowing brake fluid out of it. So it gets all over you. And worst thing, it could potentially get on the customer's motorcycle or your own. And yeah, that's really bad news. Always have a spray bottle of water handy, because water neutralizes brake fluid like instantly. I mean, immediately spray it with water. Just get a mist bottle. But anyway, we'll roll with that. Thank you guys for hanging out. Me and Mom will say a quick goodbye. Still need to lock up my Pan America, and that's that. Well, hello there, YouTube. So the fog came back down. You could almost start to see it breaking up above. It just came right back down. So our high today was 35 for about half an hour.
Yes.
And now it's back down to 34, 33.
And it's going to be freezing fog.
Yeah, it'll be, yeah, we're half an hour from sunset. So it'll go well below freezing here pretty soon. That'll be interesting. And I'm seeing the weather stuff popping up here. Mm-hmm. That's what the humming you hear. Getting that nice warm shop and nice warm house, and you step out here and it's like... But needless to say, there's no ride today. You know what's interesting? When I was sitting there eating lunch, it showed it was partly 7 and 44 degrees down in Toledo.
Yeah.
Get up here on the hill, it's cold and foggy and nasty.
Yes, it is.
But anyway, girls, I think they're probably ready to go inside and get out of the cold, misty air. And
I think so.
Yep. So I think we're going to call it on that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Monday or Tuesday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We'll see you in the morning.
Hopefully it's not all froze up in the morning.
Oh, I hope not.
All right. We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.